Hey guys, welcome back to the channel again. Hopefully everyone had a really good holiday season. We're kind of getting back to normalcy. Done being sick. Been really sick for the last little bit. It is not fun. I'm gonna go through a tier list again, similar to how I've done in the past. And feel free to comment and tell me if you know if you feel, again if you feel like I'm wrong or you feel like you have a different experience. Please let me know. But anyway, let's go. Let's talk about it. Starting off with Abrams again. I don't remember where I had him last time. I'm pretty sure I had him in A, but he still feels really good. He feels strong. He doesn't feel obnoxiously strong. He's definitely not bad. He's gonna be in B, or he might be mid B. He's one of those guys that everyone knows how to deal with him, but he's still strong, so he can still be effective. But he does fall off later. I feel like if it goes way late, you just end up killing him. So I'm gonna put him in B for now. Bebop, I feel like is not amazing, not terrible. He's fun. He's kind of just a gimmicky hero, in my opinion. Hook someone out, one shot him. His ult's really easy to avoid. You can get shut down by knockdown. If he misses the hook, there's that. If you can't get high stacks on your bomb, there's that. His gun build is really good though. Actually, his gun build's good. Um, I'm gonna put him bottom of B just because of his gun build. I feel like if he tries to do a spirit build, he's C, but if he does his gun build, he's B. So I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. The gun build's strong. Dynamo. I know people kind of complained that I didn't put him like S or A last time, but I honestly still feel like his ult is obviously super good. It's probably the best ability in the game, just outright. But the cooldown is so long, and there are decent counters for it. And if people are smart and play around it and don't bunch up, you can't kill their whole team with it. People think you're gonna win the game with one dynamo, which can happen, but it's very rare. Really bad mistake if you're getting their whole team. I'm probably gonna put him because I like him actually. I'm gonna put him probably first place B, not quite A. I think that's fair. And really his ult is carrying him. His kit is so bad besides his ult. Well, okay. Quantum Singularity is pretty good, but that's it. The other two abilities aren't very good. Great Talon. Great Talon is weird. He either is amazing and way OP, and then they nerf him, and then he like drops clear down. He might be C, like bottom C, but he might just be D. Actually, I hate that I do this every time, and I just never. Maybe my opinions don't change, but I don't know. I feel like Great Talon is just not that good. He's too one-dimensional. He only fits one rule. He can only play really one play style. Otherwise, he gets shut down too easy. There's items that just completely shut him down, like knockdown, and items like that also shut down a few other guys. So people are very incentivized to buy it. It's not very expensive either. So I'm gonna say for now, first place D. I might bump him up to C, but we'll see. Hayes. People think Hayes is overpowered. She isn't. She's really not that good. She gets picked like every single game. She has like a 90% pick rate still, somehow. She's really not that good. At least in higher ranks. Like maybe I don't even know like what are the lower ranks called? Like whatever the equivalent of like bronze and silver is. I don't even know what they're called. Maybe down there in Alchemist or whatever, then Hayes is like destroying everybody. But in all reality, I feel like Hayes is not that amazing. I'm gonna put Hayes in low C. Low C. Yeah. I don't know. It is what it is. The nerfs to her sleep, the nerfs to her spirit damage, I feel like it's really again, she has similar problems to Grey Talon where she plays one style. So I don't know. I don't know how exactly to explain it, but I never feel like oh crap, they have Haze or whatever. Even when Haze is strong, it doesn't feel like she's taken over the game quite yet. She has to be like 20k ahead to start like destroying people. But if anyone's 20k ahead, they're gonna do that. So it's like it doesn't mean the hero's good. Infernus. So Infernus's pick rate has increased quite a bit because they buffed the afterburn and they kind of added a new fun playstyle with the dashes. You can get multiple charges, but to be honest, it's not very good. Like the dash build is pretty fun. I think it's the funnest way to play him, but it's definitely not the most effective way to play him. I'm actually going to put him in between Abrams and no, I'll put him right below Bebop. It is what it is. You know, he's not amazing. He's not destroying games as he did back in the day. Ivy. Ivy, honestly. So here's the thing with Ivy. She automatically gets +1 because she helps you get the urn. And urns are so good. Urns can come back games, urns can snowball leads, they're good. Also, her protection to prevent mid boss stills with the stomp down right when the rejuve drop in is pretty much amazing. The only way to ever get through it is with the Yamato ult or with an unstoppable. So unless there's one of those in play, Ivy can just guarantee. Also, she's good at stealing. Plus, her gun build's pretty good. Plus, her thorn build, the kudzu bomb, is pretty good. So I think the gun build's way better, but they're both good enough to play. So the fact that she has two different playstyles that are both good, she helps with utility with the mid boss. She helps with utility with the urn. She is probably mid A. You know what? I'm looking down here at Abrams. It should be that. I think it should be that. Because, I don't know. Dynamo, his ult's amazing. Yeah, anyway. Ivy is for sure A. She's not quite S, but she's A. Kelvin. I have complained about this hero so long. He's way too weak. I've basically said every Kelvin's useless. He's D tier. This might be the first. Is this the first time I had two D tiers? I think it is. Usually I have one in D tier. I'm gonna put both of these guys in D tier. I never see good Kelvins. All they ever do is run around on their ice skates and just run away from fights and run two fights. Their ults are usually bad. Their damage sucks. The healing sucks. Um, they can kind of play effective as a support, like with Rescue Beam and whatever. But I just feel like every other character is better. The gun build's not good at all. Spirit build, it's okay, and it's so easy to avoid dying to a Kelvin. You know, the only thing with Kelvin is he's kind of hard to kill because he can just skate away whenever he wants. Besides his ability to live, nothing about him's really that good. So yeah, it is what it is. D tier. Lady Geist, Lady G. Um, it's definitely decent. Okay, let's think about this. So her Mystic Reverb on the ult build is kind of a meme. It's kind of cool to get one shots out there and whatever, but it's not as consistent. It's better to put Mystic Reverb on Malice and just nuke, especially in elongated fights where people are kind of poking back and forth. Her damage can be insane. She's really good for sieging because Malice stacks on buildings. I actually think she is pretty good. She's in a fun spot. She's in a good spot. She's pretty balanced, actually. Probably, she's just one of those heroes that it's like kind of mid. So mid B. Lash. There have been times where he was S, and there have been times where I think the lowest I ever put him was like A or probably B actually, but I'm gonna put him right there, right above Lady Geist. And here's the reason why. He feels similar as far as like effectiveness with Geist, Like he kind of feels mid right now, but his ult can be amazing. His ult can win a game. You know, grab the right person, throw him off. Grab their high net worth guy, throw him off. Like it can be amazing. And he can pop off, but he's one of those guys that if he's playing from behind, he's so bad. If he's playing from ahead, he's amazing. If he's ahead, he's S. If he's behind, he's like C. If he's behind, he's probably C. But I'm gonna put him right there for now. McGinnis. She's not very good, but she's better than Hayes. So she, if left unchecked, will kill walkers for free. She pushes good. She's good denial. Her wall's really good for stealing and denying mid boss. Um, her turrets suck. Her gun's pretty good actually. Her gun build's pretty strong. Her heal's okay. So she isn't very good overall though. Her mobility isn't absolutely amazing. And I feel like with the meta that we have, she just doesn't quite feel like she's the reason we're losing or she's the reason we're winning, you know? So it is what it is. Mo Mo is amazing. He's so tanky. His damage is pretty good, actually. It can catch anyone out in your head, even if you're not ahead. If you catch anyone out and you're equal, as long as you're not so far behind, you can pretty much win every 1v1 because you're so tanky and you're scoring heals so much. The burrow is amazing for living. It makes it really hard to kill and catch out unless you're just being greedy. Um, the ult combo shuts down any carry. Like this is an example of Hayes being 20k ahead, but then you ult her and it doesn't matter. You know, he has really good catch if you just buy a warp stone or a phantom strike, catch him and then ult him. So he's A. I feel like I'm surprised he's not picked more. To be honest, I feel like I don't see him constantly, but he's usually good. Like every game that he's in, he's usually being effective. So I feel like he's A. Paradox has actually been doing pretty good. I know I've been playing a lot of her grenade build, but I do think her gun build is actually better. Um, I need to start playing it more. I just think it's fun to do the grenade build basically, so I just do it because it's more fun, and why not, right? Both are good though. Her utility is amazing. Her damage is amazing. Her survivability is pretty good with the wall, and pretty good with the fact that your ult swap heals you. And if you buy a warp stone, you have really good mobility. You have free um, heavy melee cancels with your kinetic carbide. So pretty convenient actually. Paradox is fun, really fun to play too. She's, in my opinion, one of the funnest heroes. Pocket. I feel like Pocket's been okay actually. I'm gonna put him right there. Actually, no, I'm gonna put him right there. I feel like Lash is just doing a little bit more than Pocket. Um, good pockets, and again, Pocket. I have a friend who plays Pocket. If I'm basing it off of that friend, I'm putting him at S or A because he's so good. There are some people who can play Pocket absolutely amazing and make him look like an S or A hero. But in general, I feel like when I usually see random Pockets in the games, they're not that good. I probably mid. They're usually mid. Sometimes they're absolutely trash and sometimes they're amazing. So that's pretty much how Pocket goes. Seven. Seven is in a similar spot as Hayes. This could go either way, in my opinion. I think these guys are tied. They're not very good. They're both not very good. His ult is way better than it used to be. His gun's not as good. His chain lightning, whatever, is not as good. His balls are not as good. His stun's really good though. So, but he kind of is a similar issue. I'm gonna put him right there. Oh, Vindicta. We're getting into the AIDS heroes. Vindicta's S for sure. I know they just barely nerfed her ult, the assassinate, by making so she has to aim in longer, a little bit longer to get full damage. But honestly, that's not even the annoying part. The part that's annoying with her is the fact that she scales so fast because if she gets killed with the ult, she gets paid so much. I'm pretty sure they fixed the bug that made so she sometimes didn't get paid. Also, her route is the easiest thing in the world to land. It's like it's hard to dodge basically, which before it was hard to land. So it's that makes her so effective, and I feel like her damage is always good even when she's not fed. She can sit back. Yes, she's kind of one dimensional in how she plays, but it's just so effective that it doesn't matter. She dominates open areas. She has really good pick off potential by sniping lanes because people don't realize you can see blue and green together from the shops. So like if you know that the other lane's low you can communicate with your team and say, hey, they're shopping, let me know. You can just get a free kill. So she's really good. Long story short, she's S. Her pick rate's really good. Her win rate's really good. It is what it is. Warden. He has been doing really good for a very long time, but I don't think he's quite S anymore. They nerfed him just a little bit, like 4 different times, and I think it stacked up. He's still good. I'm not saying he's bad. He's either bottom S or top A basically. So his his stuff is easy to understand and easy to dodge, but it's so easy to be effective with him. And you need like one item to start doing damage. Go buy some, what is it called, like bullet resistant shredder, and then land your crane, and you can pretty much kill anybody. It's pretty retarded. His ult is super effective. If you get it upgraded all the way, it just lasts a year. Really good for team fights. He has good engage with a majestic leap. You can majestic leap, start your ult in the air, and just land on their backline with your ult already going. Throw your alchemical and just yeah, and everyone just scatters like flies because like everyone's trying to be out of your ult. So yeah, Wraith. I feel like Wraith has been decent ever since they buffed her ult. I'm actually gonna put her first place B. Well, and I say buffed her ult, changed her ult. Some people say it's a nerf, but honestly, I think it's a buff. I think it's better. It feels stronger. Yes, they can get debuff remover to take it off, but I mean, like, oh well, right? She she can take over games pretty good if she gets fed, a lot better than Hayes, and she plays a similar position as Hayes. So I'm gonna say first place B. Okay, the most broken retarded hero in the game, Yamato. The gun build is so stupid. Go buy Frenzy and um rapid rounds, like two other items, pristine emblem, and you cannot be killed. Anyway, Yamato, her gun build is amazing. It's way too overpowered. After she buys like 2 or 3 items, she cannot be killed. Her ult lasts way too long. Um, the unstoppable plus it's like you have unstoppable for free, Colossus for free. The gun does a million damage. She has refresher for free because the ult resets everything. She is way too strong, honestly. Um, and yeah, I mean, I guess abuse it, but yeah, it's annoying to play against. And in my opinion, unfun to play. So just a just a dumb hero. She should be honestly, her ult needs to be reworked. I don't know how, but somehow it's too good. Viscus is one of those guys that they're cool, they're fun, the concept is cool, but I mean, at the end of the day, how often is Viscus carrying the game? Not very. The ult's easy to avoid. The punches are easy to avoid, but they do a lot of damage. The gun build's pretty good, actually. Maybe I'll put him here. He's first place C. He's not very good. Not the worst ever. Like obviously these guys are lower, but he's okay. And he's okay. Shiv. I get hated on this every single time, but I always rate Shiv low because I honestly just don't find him to be that amazing. So let's think about it. His dash build sucks. His bleed build sucks. His gun build's pretty good, and his melee build sucks. So 3 out of his 4 builds they suck. The gun build that's pretty good isn't amazing. It's just pretty good. Like the gun build puts him at like a B, but then all the other ones put him at like a C. So like, I could put him here, and I could put him here. Honestly, I'd put him here, in between McGinnis and Viscous, or right below Infernus. I know everyone's gonna say, "Oh, he 1v6s." Why? Because he's tanky and he's kind of annoying to kill. Okay. And if he shows up to a fight and he's fed and everyone's low, he kills everyone with his ult. Okay. If those two things don't happen, he doesn't do anything. So it's just so easy to avoid. He's so easy to shut down. He has no CC. Really easy for him to make sure he doesn't run away with the game. If he gets fed and whatever, then yeah, he's annoying. Like he can be really, really annoying, especially when he's fed. So everyone's thinking about all the times Shiv is fed, because he is annoying when he's like that. And when he is fed, he's really strong because he's tanky and his damage is pretty good. But to be completely honest, I feel like shutting him down is not hard. I am actually going to put him in C tier. I already know people are going to cry in the comments. I already know people are going to say, "What rank is this guy? Well, what is this guy doing? Is he stupid? Shiv 1v6s." No, he doesn't. If Shiv 1v6, his pick rate would be 100%, and his win rate would be 100%. But it's not. Actually, I'm curious what his win rate even is. I'm going to check. Okay, so if we're looking at Phantom Plus, his win rate is 47%. And look, he's clear down here. They're putting him lower than I am. He sucks. What about like Oracle Plus? Still down here. Like Ascendant Plus. Still down here. Like he's not a good hero, even in Eternus. He's B, but he still has a 49% win rate. Like so the best Shivs in the world, he's still not winning more than half. He sucks. And look, okay, look, people are gonna say Paradox is S. I mean, even if I switch this to normal, then I'm assuming normal just means that everything. I don't know, but even then, Shiv is like still down here. Like he's not a good hero. And like Pocket's D apparently, but I don't know. There, even Tracklock agrees with me. Shiv, yes, he can get fed. Yes, he can get OP, and if he does, he's going to carry the game. That's true. However, if that doesn't happen, he's not very good. 3 out of his 4 builds are trash. He is not S. He is not A. He is C. Okay, Mirage is S. Let's just get that out of the way. Mirage is S. He's freaking OP right now. He is annoying in lane. He's annoying in team fights. He can rotate with his ult really well. He can split push and allow teams to go for objectives, and the team has to respond to him. And then when they respond, he jumps to the fight, making so the enemy's outnumbered. And if they don't respond, the team can kind of just, dance back and forth, and he could get free objectives. He's just really dynamic. It's like Nature Prophet from Dota, where it's like, come over here. Okay, now come over here. Okay, now come over here. And you don't even have to commit to anything with him. Plus, his damage is good. His Fireflies are super good. His Tornado it's decent. It's not amazing. It's decent. And his Jin's mark is pretty good also. So, this is my list. I think Yamato's the most annoying retarded hero in the game. And I think Kelvin's the worst. And Shiv is not even close to up there. I know I'm going to get hate for that, but I know there's going to be people crying in the comments saying that I'm wrong because I have a different opinion of them, but share your opinion. If you are so sure, share your opinion. I usually respond. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really close to my next goal of 450 subscribers. I've been progressing very well. I appreciate it. Deadlock's just starting. I know people are gonna get on Reddit and cry and say, "Oh, this, no, that," but people on Reddit are retarded. Valve is not gonna let this game not do well. They're putting a lot of resources into it. It's a really fun game. It's a really good concept. It's going to do well. Well, that's about it. See ya.